Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Pro Fluent, the place where English feels human, simple, and real. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jamie. It's genuinely good to have you here today, wherever you're listening from, at home, on a commute, or during a quiet moment with a cup of tea. Welcome.
Before we get into today's topic, one small request. If English Pro Fluent helps your English feel more natural and less stressful, please subscribe and share this episode with someone who's also learning. It truly helps us keep making these conversations for you.
All right. Emma, quick question before we start. How was your week?
Honestly, one of those weeks where you plan a lot and finish about half of it.
I know that feeling well. Mine was similar. I'm going to be more organized next week. I've been saying that for 3 weeks now.
Wait, I'm going to be more organized. Did you catch that?
Oh, I just used going to without even thinking about it.
Exactly. And that's the whole point of today's episode. These words are already somewhere inside you. We're just going to bring them forward.
Today, we're talking about one of the most common questions English learners ask. What is the difference between will and going to?
Both talk about the future, but the feeling behind each one is different. And today, we're going to understand that difference, not through grammar tables, but through real situations and real emotion.
If this question has been living in your mind, you're in the right place.
Let's begin.
Let's start with a feeling, not a rule. I'll describe 2 small moments, and you just notice how they feel different.
Ready.
Moment 1. It's Sunday evening. You're looking at your week ahead. You've already thought about it. You say, I'm going to start waking up earlier this week.
The plan already exists in your mind. Maybe you even set a new alarm. The decision was made before you spoke.
Moment 2. You're in the middle of a conversation, and your friend says, could you pass me that book? Without thinking, you reach out and say, I'll get it.
That decision was born in that exact second. It wasn't planned, it just happened.
One moment, a plan that already existed. One moment, a decision made right now. That's the whole difference.
And this is the core idea we'll come back to again and again today. Going to, the plan or decision already exists before you speak. I'm going to visit my parents this weekend. Decided earlier.
Will, the decision is made at this exact moment of speaking. I'll answer that. Decided just now, spontaneously.
Both talk about the future, but going to looks back to a plan that already formed. Will is born fresh, right here, right now.
And once you feel this difference, most situations will become clear on their own.
Core idea, the simple test. Ask yourself, did this decision exist before I started speaking? Yes, it already existed. Use going to. No, I just decided this second. Use will.
Let's go deeper into going to, because this is the one learners often replace with will out of habit.
Right, and it creates a slightly unnatural sound even if the meaning is clear.
Going to is the form we reach for when a plan already lives inside our head, when we've already thought about something, decided something, or committed to something, even just privately.
Let's look at some everyday examples.
You wake up Monday morning and say, I'm gonna have a productive day today. That intention was forming in your mind before the words came out.
You tell a friend, I'm going to start learning guitar this year. You've been thinking about this for weeks.
Your colleague asks about the afternoon and you say, I'm going to attend the 3 o'clock meeting. It's in your calendar, it's confirmed.
All 3 of those sentences share the same quality. The decision existed before the words.
Now, let's talk about predictions with going to, because this is a slightly different but equally natural use.
Yes, when you can see evidence right in front of you, you use going to for the prediction.
You look out the window, the sky is heavy and dark, you say, it's going to rain. You're not guessing, you're reading the evidence.
Or your friend is carrying too many bags and walking toward a step. You see what's about to happen. You say, careful, he's going to drop those.
The evidence is there, the outcome is almost certain. Going to is the natural choice. Going to for plans, I'm going to join the gym next month. Going to for intentions, she's going to study harder this semester. Going to for evidence, look at those clouds, it's going to rain. Going to for schedules, we're going to have a meeting at 2 o'clock. Key summary, going to. Use it when the plan or decision was made before speaking. Use it when you can see clear evidence pointing to an outcome. Going to feels deliberate, thoughtful, and prepared. In spoken English, it often sounds like gonna. This is natural and normal. Section 4. Will. Decisions born in the moment. Will, used for decisions made at the exact moment of speaking, offers promises and opinion-based predictions.
Now let's talk about will. This one feels different. It's quicker, more immediate, almost instinctive.
Will is what you reach for when something happens right now and you respond to it right now. No planning, no preparation, pure reaction.
The phone rings, you say, "I'll get it," not "I'm going to get it," just "I'll get it."
Your friend looks cold. In that second you offer, "I'll lend you my jacket."
Your friend asks if anyone can take notes. You volunteer, "I'll do it."
Each of those decisions didn't exist 30 seconds earlier. They were born in that exact moment.
And will is also the natural form for promises.
Yes, when you make a commitment to someone, will carries that weight. I'll call you as soon as I arrive. I won't tell anyone about this, I promise. I'll always be here if you need me.
The promise lives in will because promises are made in the moment. You're not following a plan, you're making a commitment right now.
And then there's prediction with will. When you don't have visible evidence, but you have an opinion or a feeling about the future, you use will.
For example, you're not looking out the window, you're not checking the forecast, but you say, "I think it'll rain this afternoon." That's your feeling, your opinion, not direct evidence.
Compare that with standing at the window watching dark clouds gather and saying, "It's going to rain." Evidence versus opinion, two different forms. Will for instant decisions, someone's at the door, I'll answer it. Will for offers, you look tired, I'll make some tea. Will for promises, I'll send you that file tonight, I promise. Will for opinions about future, I think the meeting will run long today. Key summary, will. Use it when the decision happens at the exact moment of speaking. Use it for offers, responding to a need you just noticed. Use it for promises, a commitment made right now. Use it for predictions based on opinion, not visible evidence.
Let's do something very useful now. I'm going to give you the same basic situation twice, once with going to, once with will. Listen for how the feeling shifts.
And notice, both are grammatically correct. The question is, which one fits the moment? Situation A. I'm going to make coffee.
You decided this before you stood up. The plan existed. Maybe you even bought beans yesterday.
Situation B. I'll make coffee. Someone just arrived unexpectedly. You decided this second to offer them coffee.
Same action, completely different story behind it.
Another pair. She's going to leave the company.
You heard about this. It's been planned. It's already decided behind the scenes.
Situation B. She'll probably leave if this continues.
Your opinion in this moment. A prediction, not confirmed information. One more. I'm going to apply for that course.
The intention has been forming for a while. The idea already existed.
Actually, I think I'll apply for that course.
You just heard about it right now and decided in this conversation.
Do you feel how the same sentence carries a completely different history depending on which form you use?
Going to comes with a story behind it. Will is born fresh.
And once you feel that, you'll stop worrying about rules and start trusting your instinct. Let's talk about the mistakes learners make most often, not to embarrass anyone, but because seeing the awkward version helps you avoid it.
Mistake number 1. Using will for everything.
This is the most common pattern. Learners use will as the default future in every single sentence. Awkward, I will go to the dentist on Thursday, but you booked the appointment 2 weeks ago. Natural, I'm going to the dentist on Thursday. The plan was made, going to fits naturally.
Will isn't wrong here. People will understand you, but going to sounds more natural because the plan existed before you spoke.
Mistake number 2, using going to for a spontaneous decision or offer. Awkward, your friend is thirsty, you say, I'm going to get you some water. Natural, I'll get you some water.
Decided this second in response to a need you just noticed.
Going to, in that moment, sounds like you planned to get water before your friend even arrived. It creates an odd feeling.
Mistake number 3. Confusing the two types of prediction. Awkward, you're looking at dark clouds and you say, I think it will rain. Natural, it's going to rain. Awkward, you have no evidence but you say, it's going to rain later. Said without any visible signs. Natural, I think it'll rain later. Opinion-based prediction, no evidence. Will is the natural choice.
Evidence in front of you, going to. Opinion or general feeling, will.
Mistake number 4. Overthinking and freezing mid-sentence.
This is actually the most damaging mistake. The learner is in the middle of a real conversation, stops to think, wait, is this will or going to, and loses the rhythm entirely.
The solution is not to memorize more rules.
The solution is to practice more often until the feeling becomes instinctive.
If you choose the wrong one in a real conversation, keep going. People understand you. Communication is the goal, not grammar perfection.
Let's look at 4 everyday moments and hear the most natural response for each.
Listen to the moment, feel the situation, then notice which form appears.
Moment 1. The printer is out of paper. You notice it and say immediately, I'll grab some from the cupboard. Instant offer. Spontaneous. Will is born here.
Moment 2. Your manager asks about your afternoon. You check your schedule and say, I'm going to review the contracts after lunch. Planned, in your diary. Going to carries that history of that decision.
Moment 3. Your friend asks if you think the new cafe will be busy on Saturday. You say, I think it'll be packed at the weekend. Your opinion about the future, no evidence. Will carries that feeling.
Moment 4. You see your colleague heading toward a glass of water on the edge of the table. You say, careful, that's going to fall. Clear evidence, right in front of you. The outcome is almost certain. Going to.
4 moments, 4 different situations, each one with its own natural form.
And none of them required stopping to think about a grammar rule.
That's the goal, to reach the point where the right form appears because the moment tells you which one to use.
Section 8. Speaking practice. Train your instinct, not just your knowledge. Practice 1. It's Sunday night. You've already planned your week.
Say this, I'm going to wake up earlier this week. I've already set my alarm.
Feel that? The plan existed before the sentence. Going to carries that.
Practice 2. Your friend just said they're cold. You respond immediately. Say this, I'll get you a blanket, 1 second.
Instant decision, born in that moment. Will.
Practice 3. You're looking out the window at heavy gray clouds. Say this, it's going to rain. We should probably leave soon.
Evidence right in front of you. Going to.
Practice 4. Someone asks if you think the new project will succeed. You say, I think it'll go well. The team is really prepared.
Your opinion about the future. No visible evidence. Will.
Practice 5. You've been thinking about a change for a while and you share it with a friend. Say this, actually, I'm going to start looking for a new job. I've been thinking about it for months.
That intention had been building. It existed before the words. Going to.
One daily habit that really works. Every evening, ask yourself 2 questions. Question 1. What plans do I already have for tomorrow? Say them aloud using going to.
Question 2. What might happen suddenly that I'll need to respond to? Imagine your responses using will.
Do this for 1 week and the difference will start to feel natural, not logical.
Section 9. A natural conversation. Both forms in real life.
Let's bring everything together with a natural conversation so you can hear both forms working side by side in real speech.
2 friends, let's call them Hama and Bilal, talking on a Monday morning about their week ahead.
Hannah speaks first.
Morning, Bilal. Busy week ahead?
Very. I'm gonna have 3 back-to-back meetings on Wednesday. I already know I'll be exhausted by the afternoon.
Oh no. Do you want me to grab you a coffee before they start?
I'll make one now, actually, while I still have time. Do you want one?
Yes, please. I'm gonna need it. I'm presenting to the whole team at 11.
Are you nervous?
A little, but I've been preparing for days. I think it'll go well.
It will. You're always well prepared. What's the presentation about?
Basically, I'm gonna walk them through the new client strategy. It's all planned out.
Sounds solid. Oh, look at that sky, by the way. It's gonna rain before lunch.
I hadn't noticed. I'll grab my umbrella before I head out then.
Good idea. Right, I'll get those coffees before the chaos begins.
Perfect. I'll meet you in the kitchen in 5.
Did you catch all the moments?
Going to for plans. 3 meetings on Wednesday, I'm going to need it, going to walk them through the strategy. All planned, all decided before speaking.
Will for instant decisions and offers. I'll make one now, I'll grab my umbrella, I'll get those coffees. I'll meet you in 5.
And predictions. I think it'll go well. Opinion-based. It's going to rain. Visible evidence right there in the sky.
Every single one landed naturally. Not one felt forced or grammatically calculated.
Because that's how English actually works. You feel the moment and the right form follows.
One final round before we close. I'll give the awkward version, Jamie gives the natural one.
Ready.
Your friend is cold, and you respond, I'm going to get you a blanket.
I'll get you a blanket. It was decided this second in this moment.
You booked a dentist appointment last week. You tell someone, I will go to the dentist on Friday.
I'm going to the dentist on Friday. The plan existed before you spoke.
You're watching dark clouds outside, and you say, I think it will rain.
It's going to rain. You have clear evidence right in front of you.
Someone asks your opinion about a new cafe. You say, that cafe is going to be popular.
I think that cafe will be popular. No evidence, just your opinion. Will for prediction.
The phone rings during a meeting. You say, I'm going to answer that.
I'll answer that. Instant spontaneous decision, born in this second.
Beautiful. 5 corrections, 5 instincts sharpened.
And the more you practice, the less you'll need to correct yourself. Let's bring everything together before we say goodbye.
Today, we understood the real difference between will and going to, not through a grammar table, but through feeling, situation, and real conversation.
Going to is for plans that already exist, for intentions you formed before speaking, for predictions you can see evidence for.
Will is for decisions made right now, in this moment, for offers that appear in response to a need, for promises, for opinions about the future.
And the secret to using them naturally, don't ask yourself, what is the rule here? Ask yourself, did this decision exist before I opened my mouth?
Yes, existed, going to. No, just born now, will.
That one question answers most situations.
And if you ever get it slightly wrong in a real conversation, keep going. People understand you. Communication is always more important than grammar perfection.
Fluency is built through use, not through waiting until everything feels perfect.
Start today, not tomorrow, not next week.
Pick one thing you've already planned and say it aloud using going to.
Then pick one thing happening right now that you're deciding in this moment and say it using will.
2 sentences, today. That's all it takes to start.
Listeners, if this episode helped you feel clearer and more confident about will and going to, please subscribe to English Pro Fluent.
It means everything to us, and it ensures you never miss an episode like this one.
Leave us a comment with 1 going to sentence and 1 will sentence from your own life. We read every single one.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep noticing, and trust yourself a little more each day.
Learning a language is one of the bravest and most patient things a person can do.
And you are doing it right now, just by listening.
We're proud of you. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.